Here we go.
All right,
I'm
it says
looking
live.
and I'm watching, and it should be happening here pretty darn soon.
It says 5 people waiting, so there must be some people waiting in the wings.
All right.
Oh, it came up on my thing, so I guess we are indeed going. We're going.
Okay, there we are. Good morning, Shell.
Hi, Marie.
Oh. Why is that doing that? All right, I'm just turning you off. And happy Thursday. Yeah.
Yay. Today we're doing Art Joy is Sharing mood board. If you guys would like to play along with this, it's over there in the group. Hi, Hila. People are coming in. So, strangely enough, I was thinking about what I wanted to do today, and I wanted to kind of showcase that you don't have to make an art journal page with your mood board. You can make whatever you want. Its colors and shapes can inspire anything. So I thought, oh, I'll do an assemblage. So I was looking through stuff and I found this frame, this wooden frame, and I thought I could do it on that. So then Peg comes in and she's like, oh, you have a frame. What are you doing? And I said, I'm doing assemblage. She's like, no way. That's what I'm doing too. And we haven't talked all week.
No, we haven't.
This is not coordinated at all.
I have a board. This is from Plaid Enterprises, I think. Just a cheapie from Walmart like this. It's a wood plaque, right?
Yeah, mine's a cheapie from Walmart made by Plaid.
Yeah, it just says paint me on it. And so last night I put a coat of white gesso on that had overnight to dry. This morning I came in with some gold gesso, which, you know, we both did not talk. Hello, we did not talk, but something that's very fall-like and we both love. So we both have the gold gesso.
Yes, isn't that
And
ridiculous?
I pulled out some of my Deco Art metallics because there's glittery stuff on the mood board. I mean, if you look at this mood board, there's a lot of bling,
Yep.
here. So I pulled out my metallics to use on here, and I just put a base down for my background. So I want to say good morning to the people that are rolling in here. We've got Ela, we've got Vicky, we've got Cindy, we have Rennie, we have, okay, I got to scroll back. Marie, yes. Hello, people. Hello, Cindy Utter. Yeah, so that's what we're doing here today, or at least that's what I'm doing. So I've got all this stuff out, and I intend to look at this for inspiration. I'm looking at the texture on these cactus. I really like this. I really like this design on the tie. I'm going more towards the teals and turquoises in here with a little bit of the golden orange. So I went to my stash and I pulled out a bunch of papers. You know, we all have a bunch of papers, right? And I grabbed things that I thought would be appropriate to use with this. And now I'm just going to start by doing a little bit of collaging on the board as first thing.
So to me, the colors on this are like a terracotta orange and an olive sage type color. There's a lot of metallic, there's a lot of glitzy, glamoury stuff, shiny stuff. And so I pulled out a bunch of stuff. I've got wood shapes, I've got metal shapes, I've got paper, and I've got washi tape, which was a challenge given to us yesterday by Cindy. She said we should use washi tape. So I thought I could use washi tape as like maybe a texture. I want to do, I mean, obviously this is a picture frame. I want to do some like build up down here in the corner and then some vertical and horizontal shapes. And I would also thought there should be round shapes because there's a pumpkin and that's round. There's also this amber down here, which is a warm yellow color too, or gold. So that's why I used the gold metallic gesso from Daniel Smith on my wooden frame. So I think I'm just going to start building textures like you do on an assemblage. I see Gina has joined us.
Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, I'm just, I got to get this washi tape in here. So I'm starting with that.
Yeah, I'm going to start with that too.
It's like, yeah, they challenged me. By golly, I'm going to use it. So I've got some that's just, you know, kind of black and white basics that I think is appropriate for this. And it's not tearing off particularly well. So, you know, that's the way I'm going to roll because it's doing its own thing.
That's
And
what it does.
that's one of the things I don't like about washi when you get these big rolls is they don't want to pull off correctly.
What I don't like about washi tape is that it refuses to stay stuck down.
Yeah.
So you got to put something on it.
So I will be adding gel medium. Trust me.
Yeah, I've got gel medium. I've got the heavy gel medium from Deco Art in the gloss because I didn't want to lose any of this shimmery, shiny product. The other thing about any type of tape is where the heck is the end? There it is.
Yeah.
That always annoys me too.
Exactly. We can get annoyed easily here.
Yeah.
One of those weeks. All right. So what's everybody else been doing? Tell us what's going on in your life.
Yes, let us know.
Cindy says, work with it more, you'll fall in love. No, I don't think so.
Yeah, wrong answer.
No, this is Cindy's thing. So we're doing it because, you know, when people issue a challenge, by golly, we're going to do it.
We're always going to do it.
Just in our thing. In our thing.
I think it's pretty. I always want to buy it when I'm at the store.
Yeah, well, that was what I was saying yesterday. I have so much of it and I never use it.
It's because it's pretty. It wants to jump in my cart.
Yeah. I think I use it more if I'm making cards or something than I do in my mixed media or my journal. Yes, Rennie, I think I am a little bit annoyed with the washi, but you know, it's just another layer. It's just another layer.
Yeah.
And who knows, by the end of this, I might love it on this piece. Might not.
You never know. You could become a convert.
So I'm liking the design here. You know, it's reminding me of that necktie that we've got some design going on. So that's one of the things I like about washi. I've got this Tim Holtz stuff. This looks almost industrial. Oh well. Why not? Why not get a little industrial in there too?
Well, there is a car on the mood board.
That's true. That is so true. All right, so industrial fits.
I don't really know what was going on when I was making this mood board.
A lot was going on.
I'm like, October. What do you do with October?
Well, and I might actually come back with some of these sparkly ones later because you saw all the bling, right?
Yeah, there's a ton of bling on there.
So I'm going to pull a few of these out and put them on my desk just in case I decide to use some of these blingy things.
It could happen.
Because that's a whole lot of bling, folks, right there.
Ooh, those are pretty.
Okay, so I'm going to set my washi tray aside and start with the collage. Now, I'm going to use some gel medium. This is a heavier gel than just honestly, I think I'm going to take some out of here and just get it on there.
So I was talking to my kid this morning. He's in the blackout electricity thing over in Northern California.
We have several members that are involved in that.
Like, that would be so weird. It's like suddenly they just say, yeah, we're going to turn your electricity off.
Yeah.
Just so you know.
That's crazy.
You're like, what? His school is closed, so he had time to talk to me for a couple minutes because he didn't have to go.
Well, I was messaging with Lisa, and she said that she may be without power for 5 days.
Yeah, that's what they said on the website. It's like, oh, we don't know when we're going to turn it back on. We'll think about it. Like, really?
Yeah. So I am going to put a coat of gel medium down over the top of those tapes just to kind of hold them in place, because you see the ends are already curling up. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, that's why it's annoying. This stuff is annoying.
Yeah, yeah.
It doesn't want to stay down.
Yeah, and I'm just going to get the excess off of there. All right, so I've got to start, you know. Let's see, what else do I want in here? I really like, let's go back to, where's my, I need to put the inspiration up in front of me. If I can find where I set it down.
Oh, on my desk it could be anywhere.
Yeah, me too.
Disaster zone.
Here it is. Okay, so remember, this is the mood board. This, and this are more what my inspiration is coming from. That row right there. So I'm going to set that up here at the top. And let's see. The design in the tie is drawing my eye, as well as the texture from the cactus. So, you know, me and texture. What does that spell? Stencils.
I love texture.
Although, you know, I don't know if I'm quite done. Yeah, I've got to bring some of this orange in here somewhere. So this is just some, I think, origami paper. Because, you know, you get some pretty cool stuff. And it looks a lot like the washi. You know, you can get washi tape that looks a lot like this. Just a little, you know, that P word that Shell hates.
Don't say it.
An accent. It's an accent.
Yes. That's good. It's an accent.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
They still haven't stopped saying that word on everything.
Oh, no, they don't. They don't stop. It never stops.
You would think they would move on to a new
word.
Word. on all my cooking shows, on decorating shows.
Yes.
It's like, enough with that word already, people. Oh, how did I get so much glip over there? No glip.
Yep. All right, I've got a goober. Those brushes are not the best. No goobers allowed.
Exactly. Okay, I think I'm done with washi. Pretty happy with that.
Okay, so texture. What do I want to use? Let me look at this stuff. Boy, I have a lot. I might have to use this whole combination of colors on another, because I pulled out some really fabulous papers. Pulled out some really fabulous papers to use with this. All right. So I like this. I like this. I also have some Mandela style. That's a little bit bigger than I want. I have this image that might, I might work that one in. I've got this. I think I'm going to go with what I've got out here first. And just add some texture paste, get some light molding paste, because that will dry.
There's two of them. Bleep.
Well, first thing that jumped in my hand was this embossing paste from Wendy Becky, so that's what I'm going to use.
It jumped right in your hand?
It did. It's very similar to light molding paste. Good with stencils, you know. Hey, Barbara. Laura, hi. Shopping. Doing shopping, okay. Hi, Judy. All right, so yeah, this stuff is embossing paste from Wendy Becky. And I just want to add it in a few areas here. Starting to tie some of this together. I just want a thin coat. And where it's a little bit thick, just pull it back, blend it in.
So this is a twisty paper that comes twisted, and I mean, it used to be really popular a while ago. But I think this is somebody sent this to me, but I think it's the handles from the paper bag.
Oh yeah.
And twisted it because it's really, really the texture of a cactus. This is really what cactus texture is. Are these long vertical lines and a lot of ridges, and then of course pokey things, but we're not going to put any pokey things on here.
No pokey things?
No pokey things.
No thorns.
You forgot to remind me to turn on my secondary camera.
Oh, sorry.
Did you turn yours on?
Yeah, it's on.
Oh,
Thank
well, you're doing better than me.
Well, you'll still get plenty. Yeah, my brain's a little bit foggy. It's been one of those weeks. We've been running back and forth. I'm surprised I remembered anything this morning. All right, I like that. I need a little bit, just a little bit right here. Tame that down. Oh yeah, that makes me much happier.
If this piece is gonna stay.
And I'm going to toss that in the water, because we know what kind of mess I can make with this pencil. And I'm going to go to this other stencil here probably in a minute. We'll see. We'll see just how far I go. I'm going to put the lid on this and dry.
Yeah, it's about time for drawing.
And then I can look at the chat a little bit more.
Judy, don't say that word, even if you put it in with the other words.
Snap, crackle, and pop. Absolutely. That's funny.
No.
Yes, pop. Oh, and speaking of crackle, why don't we do a little crackle, right? I've got some weathered wood here. You know, before this all dries, let me add a little bit. Oh, if I can get the lid off. We were talking about this too. Getting lids off. We need help. There's a little bit left in there. So let me get my brush that still has some paint on there from putting my first coat down. I'm just going to clean off as much as I can here. I'm going to grab that weathered wood and let's add a little bit of that in here. Because I don't know, I'm feeling the ancient artifacts thing right now. So I'm thinking weathered wood. I'm at the bottom of my bottle, so I'm hoping this stuff will do what I want it to. It's gotten really thick. So we'll see. We shall see.
Okay. What else? I got so much things out that it could be nuts.
Could be.
How about this sunshine, because I thought it might look cool on here. I made this out of a Mountain Dew can one time, I think on this show actually.
Oh, fun.
Because I was thinking rounded shapes. I also used some doilies, which are round. You know, they're going to give the texture underneath.
Yeah.
They're kind of bubbling. Ah, everything is sticking to my fingers. Hate it when that happens. Ugh.
Feeling sticky. Okay, let's give that a chance. See what it does. Don't know if we're going to get any effects, but we'll try. Yeah, I'm not sure what I'm going to use for a focal yet. I pulled several things out. But mostly it's abstract anyway, so hey, I'm good with that.
Laura says the StreamYard duck was sitting right on top of my cactus and she thought it was part of the composition.
Your gel plate tool to get lids off?
Well, it is silicone.
Now that should be interesting. You're going to have to do a video on that for me because I don't have a clue.
Okay, what else? What else do I need? I need to start building up some.
Yeah, unfortunately, we have to have their StreamYard logo because we're not paying. We're using the free one
$25
because,
a month.
you know, the only way to get rid of it is to pay. And I don't have that kind of money.
Nope, me neither. Come on, you need to go through there too. Stop being such a.
So I don't know if I'll get this video up in the fast mode later or not. I'll try to get this finished during the show. If not, you know, I'll try to put out whatever else. But we're going to the VA for an angiogram in the morning, so I got to get on my game and get stuff packed and get ready for the next step.
I think you need something.
It'll come out. It's just not. I'm not sure when. And it's been raining here off and on a lot, like all day rain. So I'm not sure if this stuff wants to dry today or not. This is the kind of thing, you know, if you have the time, go make your coffee, go get the mail, check it over, all of that stuff instead of trying to do the dry thing here. Let it, it always does better if it dries naturally. Barb says they can live with the duck. All right. Got a bubble there.
If they can't, they're going to have to send us $25 a month.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you know, we wouldn't mind taking it off if we had, but you know, our patrons don't make a lot of money either. We get that. We try to help you save money.
Yeah.
Get a little bubble there.
I do like this sunshine. I think it's pretty cool. I think I'll put that up there, but then I just don't know about the rest of this. I need something that's equally heavy down here, but I just don't know what. I don't know. Need to build, build, build. Now that's kind of a cactus shape, isn't it? Do I have any more of those? That's a possibility.
Well, this isn't really crackle paste. I mean, they do have crackle paste. They have crackle paint. They have, this is weathered wood that I'm using. And the reason I'm using that is because I can dry it with a heat tool. Some of those other products you really can't do that to. You really have to kind of let dry. So it depends. Let's see. And they actually want you to seal this with the varnish because the cracks, the cracks do crack off. So, but because this is a wooden piece, I would seal it with the varnish anyway. Getting tacky. More ways than one.
All right, I'm pretty happy with that. So these pieces, metal from a can also, these were sent to me by a friend in Happy Mail, and she ran the metal through an embossing folder and then cut it out, which is clever.
What color do I want? This is a metallic glaze. So I'm going to use some of that to put down over all of this white surface. I don't want all that white. Get a brush. And the color is Old World Patina. And I need my water bottle. I think I'm going to mix a little bit of this blue shade in there too, with the Old World Patina. And let's just get a little bit of this pewter also. So I'm gonna, those are not glazes. Those two. Those are just metallic. So I kind of want to thin them just a bit as I do this. Get that dark, more of the dark.
So when you're doing a really textural assembly, it's a good idea to put a thick coat of glue on. So I generally use this heavy gel, but also since these bigger pieces, I'm worried they're going to come off before they're dry with all the gel, then I'm putting hot glue on them too. I'm putting a pretty thick buttering of goop. But the hot glue is for keeping it on there until such time as it dries. Until the goop dries. Goop doesn't dry very quickly.
Okay. Let it settle out a little bit. I also want, got this dark titanium white.
I wonder what kind of texture. I need a texture that's I don't know. Cindy says, Peg, where did your washi go?
Yeah, it's under there. It's peeking through.
I might do that after, maybe.
And I'll show you here in just a minute. You'd be amazed.
I think I'm gonna.
Because I'm not highlighting the washi. I'm using it as a component of surprise in the artwork. Okay. So the washi tape is not the star, but if you look, you can see it. The texture is peeking through. It's peeking through. Okay. It's there. And I love what's happening with the paste, and it's almost like a marbling or something. It looks like the stones that have weathered, because it's got some of that pebble effect. Okay. So I think get a little bit of that out of the way. What did I do with my brush? I need a fairly dry brush here, so I'm just going to clean that off. And try to get back and focused here. So I'm going to get that white.
Oh, don't you move. Stay.
want to kind of do a brush over this just to bring up some of that texture where it's getting a little bit too much. You know, you can come back and wipe some of that back a little bit. But can you guys see what's going on here as far as texture?
Yep.
Okay, breathe, Peg, breathe. Hey, hi, Vicki Ross. Hi, Marilyn. Thanks. Yeah, I want to get that. I want the depth. I want the layers and I want the texture. And that's why I'm doing what I'm doing there. All right. You can see the difference down here. I'm going to come back with that.
Okay. Yeah. It's gonna get stuck together if I don't. So I think I need a layer of gesso over this stuff, but before I do that, I probably should try to dry some of it down.
Hey, Vicki, your oil's looking really good. I'm sorry I haven't been able to make your show. Life has been getting in my way. So, but I've been taking a look at how that oil is progressing, and it's looking nice.
All right, let's get the gold gesso back out. No, I said I was gonna try to dry this first, didn't I? All right. Where is the mute? I need to mute. Can you mute?
Okay. All right. Now, I really want to come back with some more of that glazing. Because we go light and then we go dark. And we go light, we go dark. Just the way it is. I should probably dry that just a bit. Oh, that's going to make too much noise. We'll use this one.
Yeah, it's kind of tricky when you're trying to do something like this on an hour-and-a-half show.
Yeah. That's fun.
Yep.
You know, the cool thing is I've got an hour and a half to create, and you know, a lot of days you don't have an hour and a half to create. A lot of days it's like 15 minutes, and it's like, oh, let me go put a coat of something on that. Whoops. So here we go. Back to the mood board. I'm looking at it. I'm looking at that necktie. I'm looking at that cactus. I'm looking at those lips. And I'm saying, oh, I've kind of lost the gold. So I think I need to add some of that gold back in.
I got out some glass bead gel to add a little bit of extra texture. But I don't know, this probably won't dry particularly quickly. It's fun stuff though. It makes like bumpies. It's just basically a medium with glass beads in it. They get stuck into the dried up medium when it's dry. It's kind of fun stuff. So many fun mediums out there. Fiber paste and glass bead gel and mica paste and there's just a ton. But they do all require drying time, which I'm not a fan of.
They do all require drying time. I'm looking at this figural. I'm liking that, but I'm thinking she needs some more behind there. Let me go back to my collage. See what I've got. Oh, I know what I want to use. What did I do with that piece? I know what I want. I want to bring that gold back. And I have a piece of this is some specialty paper I picked up years ago. It has like some archaic writing on it. But I'm thinking I want to add some of that. To my piece. But I'm still not getting out of this what I want. So set those aside. Let's see what these do. These are some of those bloom sprays. I've got them in a, this is a, what is this? Antique gold? Let me see. Oh, yeah.
Hopefully I got
gold and worn leather. Yeah, liking that a lot more. But of course, they are shades of what? Get this a little bit more antiqued. I want just the slightest bit of, let's see, that was the Emperor's gold. Let's see what this gold looks like. It's kind of a coppery gold.
Copper's good.
Yeah. I need a drier brush. And I probably need to dry this down.
So I'm putting some gold gesso over everything just to seal everything up and kind of make it unified.
Yeah?
Yeah. Because I'm highlighting the texture more than the color right now. So but this gold gesso is slightly translucent just by nature. So it's allowing some of the pattern and color to come through, but I'm going to be adding back in a lot more color in a bit. Of course, none of this is dry, which is slightly annoying.
Just slightly.
It'd be super cool if it would just dry really quickly, but that's not going to happen.
Oh, I never have quite enough. Let me go back to this glaze.
Okay. I think it's probably time to dry again.
Could be.
Yeah.
Let's get a little bit of the dark here. And there's that stinking washi tape wanting to come up. I wish you guys could see the texture on this and the layering on this because, you know, these cameras just can't do it. Just doesn't give you the full effect. I think what I should do right now is just take a few still shots for you. And post them on my Instagram. Okay, so I don't know, you might even be able to see it a little bit better here. But I'm going to post these on my Instagram for you later. So, you know, the stills always are better than the video.
Oh, that's for sure. I don't know if I should. I've got some olive paint. Might try a little bit of dry brushing with it, and if that doesn't come out the effect I want, then I'm going to try something else. I need a soft. No, I need a stiff.
That was too much.
Come here.
All right. So I need some Yes glue, I think, to glue this other thing down. This Yes glue, you don't want to get it on the top surface, but it works really well holding things like this heavier weight paper. I'm just going to get a piece of, set this aside. It's still drying. Let's see, it's still drying. And get some glue and a glue brush. You know, something I don't worry about are silicone brushes for sure. And let's get this stuff glued up with the Yes glue. Yeah, isn't that cool paper? Yeah. I was at I think it was a Paper Source or something like that. You know, you used to be able to find stores that had cool art paper supplies. It's like those washi, or not washi, the oh, what is the word for it? The origami papers I was showing you guys earlier. Really gorgeous stuff.
Yeah.
But you kind of have to search for some of that.
Oh no, that's my favorite color too. Hard as a rock. Dang it. See about this.
So I want to get this coated pretty well so that it gets stuck down with the Yes glue. And my little tiny workspace where you guys can see what I'm doing. Get my board over here. And then I want to add this paper. With the Yes glue. And, you know, if any squeezes out, just, you know, take your paper towel and wipe it back. I'm going to have to work on that edge. But I really like that. Like what it's doing for this. Okay, so I'm going to get my glue paper back and put some glue on these other pieces. I think there are still some Paper Source stores. I think there's one in Chicago. Just nothing, you know, big major cities if you're looking for something like that. But there was one in Minneapolis. I know I've shopped in that one. So if you're looking for some of these kinds of things, I would say check that out and see if they're still in business. But Yes Glue is great, like if you're doing book assembly or something like that. Good, strong adhesive. Okay, here we go. Running out of space. There's our piece. How do I want to do this? Let's look at this. Kind of fragments. I like the fragments. Okay, I'm happy with that. Placement. You know, like old architectural things, the fragments. And so that nothing soaks into that, I'm actually going to put a coat of the gel medium over the top of that just to seal it all down. Or let's see, what else? What do I have that'll work faster? Let's get some of this Collage Page. It's more liquid and I can just pour it on and brush it. Get my brush cleaned out. And see what you guys are saying. She'll get bounced off. Maybe she's gone away. What's going on? Hopefully she'll come back. Let me see if she says anything. Huh. Well, not sure what's going on there. We'll see if she comes back. Rennie says she sees Shell. Huh. I don't know, guys. Your guess is as good as mine. Sometimes this happens. You know, power interruption, updates. Just, it always happens in a live show, right? Well, she'll have, you know, she has to sign in again is the deal. And she can do that if she has the internet connection. You know, she can do that just by signing back in. Or, you know, be sure and check out her channel later, because if she's capturing this on another camera, she will put it up on her own channel in the fast mode later if you want to see how she finishes. Because, yeah, that's what we do. Okay, so I've got this Collage Page. I'm just going to put a layer of that over everything to seal it in. Seals those papers, seals the paint layers. Because you don't want to go to all this trouble, all those layers, and then not have them preserved with the next layer that you're putting on. Oh, okay. Here we go. There she is.
I'm back. My internet went out.
Oh, I thought it might be something like that.
Like the whole freaking thing was just gone.
Yeah, that happens.
It's been happening
Sorry about that.
more lately, and I need to call my internet service provider and ask them what their problem is.
Yeah, what the hey?
Because that doesn't need to happen, you know? All right, I've got out my alcohol ink now. These are the new ones. The, what is the name of it? Marabou?
Oh, yeah. Did you see there's a whole nother new line of alcohol inks?
No.
Which I have already told myself I'm not buying that. I'm not buying that. I'm not buying that. I've got to use the alcohol ink I've got. Yeah, Joggles just came out with another whole new line. And I'm interested, you know, if anybody buys it, message me and let me know what you think, or if you do a video, let me know what you do with it, because I'd like to see what the differences are between them, if there are any differences. I mean, we already know that there's differences between the Marabou and the other alcohol inks. I mean, I have Copic, I have Pinata, I have Ranger. I mean, you know, I've got a lot of different brands of alcohol ink. So, you know, I don't need to buy more alcohol ink. However, if there is some special something about it that we all need to know and share, be sure and send that to me, because I'd love to know. Bye, Sybil. Have a good day.
She's got to go back to work probably, huh?
Oh, did Miriam review it? Okay. Well, I haven't been watching any YouTube. Well, I lie. The YouTube I've been watching is about keto, because, you know, I've been doing keto for about a year, but I've never done it as a diet. I've just done it for health. And so now I'm thinking, well, you know, as long as you're doing it, you might as well do it for more reasons. So, yeah. So I've been kind of concentrating on that. And then I've been fascinating with these homesteaders and farmers and alternate lifestylers. The people that are living off grid. I'm thinking, you know, all these people out in California that are having these issues, they need to have all this equipment so they can live off grid when all that stuff goes down.
I haven't been watching anything or doing any art.
Favorite brands of alcohol ink in the Facebook group. Good idea, Gina. Yeah. You know, you guys know that we are a Facebook group, right? We are Art Joy Sharing. And come and talk to me about alcohol ink, because I love alcohol ink, as you can tell by the number of ones that I mentioned to you. Okay, this is still very tacky just because of all the layers of things that I put on here. But the show is only an hour and a half, right? So I don't know if you guys can see what's going on here. See if I can get it to focus.
I need
but it's coming along. It's doing some of the things I want it to do. So I'll take another still.
Where's my alcohol?
And get some of that yumminess for you guys to see. All right, and where is that little stencil I was liking so much? This one. Let's see, how much time do we have? Not enough time to do all of this. Okay, I was thinking about using this as the focal point, but I don't have time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. So, what do I want to do?
Everything's so sticky. Sticky, sticky, sticky.
Got a couple of
Some of this apple and see if I
couple
can.
of different appliques I could use. Let's pull this out. I've got an applique, which would be fun. I've got my metal pieces. I've got another applique. Let's see what this looks like on here. Another applique that's kind of fun. Let's grab some metal pieces. Oh, there's a piece of tassel. There's all of these fun things, which are right up the alley of this antique looking piece. Yeah, I'm liking those. What else is in here? A lot of stuff. A lot of stuff in here. I'm liking those. I just dumped some stuff out. Oh, that's kind of fun too, isn't it? Maybe you like the fish? Those kind of look like bubbles with the fish, doesn't it? Or do you like the smaller one? Tell me what you think, guys.
Oh, really good.
Just a little bit of stuff here. Oh, kind of liking this stuff. More chain, more stuff. Yeah. Smaller, you like the smaller? Okay. So we'll go with the smaller metal pieces.
Oh, there we go.
And you like the fish better than the floral? Yeah, well, here's the deal. This is where the washi comes back into. And some of these bubbles would be cool on here too. I need that dark. And you know, if you go back to this, you've got the dark on the suit, you've got the dark on the lips, some dark shading in here. And if you look at the shoe, it's all about the bling, you know. So I'm thinking we bring back some of that washi, because I know that will make some people in the audience happy.
They want the washi tape.
Yeah. So get a little bit of that down. And I need a knife. Because we were challenged, and I'm always challenged, but I mean, I was really challenged this week by Cindy with the washi. So let's add a little bit of that. Oh. Because, you know, gotta get the bling in there.
Definitely got to get the bling.
I don't know if I want. Let's see what they're saying. Yeah, her mood board is torn up because I don't look at it as a whole. I look at components. I look at the texture. I look at these colors. I look at the texture in here. So yeah, if you want to see the mood board and print it out, it's over in the files in Art Joy Sharing, because it's there. Because we know you guys, some of you really want to do this, right? Some of you really want to do this. So if I am using the fish,
Bling!
right? If I'm using the fish, and it's got the gold and the bling and everything on there too, right?
I just got on my Gina K Designs glitter texture paste. Now that's bling, if you ever saw bling.
Yeah. Yeah, and actually I had some of that out too. I grabbed the green and the orange, but I think the orange is just going to distract a little bit too much from what's going on here.
I got the green and the orange out also.
So I'm gonna put these pieces down, because this is what you asked for, were these smaller embellishments. And I'm going to use some tacky glue as well as my glue gun, because we only have 11 minutes. 11 minutes. It's down to the wire.
I got to do something about this sunshine face, though.
And I get these on Amazon, guys. These metal pieces, because there's lots of embellishments on Amazon. Pete, you're looking for something for your stash. And I think these are just in like an antique bronze, but they have them in different finishes.
It's a lot more inexpensive to buy it on Amazon than it is to try to buy it at a store.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. I don't think I need one in the middle, because the other piece is going to go there. So we're going to come down, get my hot glue to make sure it gets tacked. Maybe I can get it to go in. There we go. And another one down here. And I've actually taken like my wire cutters and stuff, and I've cut these in pieces. So like if you want to cut these, you can. Just saying. I really would like to do another wire piece in here. I don't have time for all that. Because I was thinking that, you know, some wiry, what do you call that? Seaweed would have been fun. But since I don't have that, then let's just go with some of this glitz gel. See if we can get the seaweed effect with that. I need a palette knife. I don't know if I have a, don't have a stencil that's really seaweedy. But I do like this one. Oh, something got stuck. Something got stuck. Okay, so trying to get that washy to blend into my background a little bit with that. And how are we doing? We got 7 minutes. Fuzzy yarn? Yeah, probably. Do I have it? Yeah, probably. I do have more washi that I could tear, but I don't know. It's getting pretty close here. I've got some wire. Just looking at what's in my stash here. It's a very bright wire. Something, I don't know. Maybe somebody sent it to me. I don't know. But, you know, it does kind of look like the bubble effect if you just pull it out. And we've got the green going on back there. we can do with that.
Seems to be a problem. Whoa, I guess it was clogged.
See how we're doing. If I want this or not. Oh, it does kind of look like sea grass. I don't know if you guys can see that really close. No. But I don't have enough to do the bottom portion. And this is really an off shade if I put that on there. You know, so that could go. Just all kinds of options for what you can do with something like this. I think I might just go more with the sequin effect instead of the, or I could cut this. Where's my scissors? Since it's just a small piece. Strategically place some of the wire. And I could do that.
Cinnamon color. Cinnamon. Cinnamon.
That end is bothering me. I don't like it when ends poke out. Gotta tuck it in. Okay. Okay. So, we've got our wire. Let's get our fish down. He's got a few stragglers, so I'm going to have to fix him a little bit. Whoops, sorry guys, didn't mean to rock and roll you.
I can't remember how I opened these. This one's not open. Did I just cut them off?
What are you opening?
These Marabou inks.
Yeah, you just cut them off.
Okay.
All right, glue. Oh, good grief. That, and we'll get a little bit of the hot stuff just to hold it in place while we're playing around here. And now that I've got everything under the sun out here,
Yeah.
Let's look at some bling. Oh. And I'll need a. Bye, Laura. Have a good day.
I think my chat stopped working. It's not
We're
moving.
getting a 3-minute warning from Vicki. Yeah, I know. So let me get the jewel picker, and we'll do a few sequins here because we need a little more bling, right?
Can't have enough. I think I have any more green. I'm dropping things on the ground, trying to hurry. Eh. Does it reflect this? I think so. I've got the orange, I've got the amber, I've got the olivey green colors. I've got bling, I've got ambery colors.
You've got washi.
I've got washi tape. We got cactuses. So yeah, I think it's pretty much the thing.
I think you did good. I think you did what was required. So I still have a few things I want to add, but you know, that's the way it goes. Because I never get done. I never get done.
It's hard to get done.
As for this show, as for our hour-and-a-half show, I think we've done our duty for the hour-and-a-half show, and we'll try to get something up for you later. But yeah, this is pretty much where I ended up with my piece. Gotta do some more gluing and blinging and all of that, but I got lots of texture. So I hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you again soon, okay? Looking good, Shell. Thanks, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye. All right, why is it